Welcome back for our final session of our modern art painting based on Robert Delaney's style of Orphism. Today what we're going to be doing is finishing off our picture. We're working on, most specifically, the skill of glazing. Okay. Today, start by finishing any unfinished areas. My painting here, I left a few little areas unfinished after I was doing the blues and purples. Then start glazing, which is putting the different colors over the top. Here in this picture, you can see my paintbrush on top of my picture, and I'm actually laying this olive green over the top of this red area. Then work on any final enhancements. You could lift color out or add extra paint to make the various sections darker, or continue glazing other colors on top of each other to, enhance the various lines. So you'll see in this final picture here, I've enhanced this diagonal line by adding some glazing and enhancing the colors here. You can see I've enhanced this line here by adding in these extra parts, making this area darker and lifting some of this red paint out. So you can make those final adjustments by creating different lines in your picture. So to get started, this is where I left off. All right, I left off right in this blue section, and I start my session by enhancing those last pieces. I start by glazing over this circle and filling in this area with the same color. All right, whenever you're filling in those areas, of course, remember to be careful, use good brush control, and try to make your paint even. All right, now you can see that I've really pushed this green part of this circle back by glazing over it with that blue color. Now I work on finishing up some of the other sections, working on these leftover white sections, trying to keep my brush clean and neat. And trying to keep some of those sections neat. Now, one thing that you can see I'm doing there is using my brush to lift out a little bit of this bluish green color, and I take a yellow and actually glaze it right back over the top of my other yellow. This would be one of the enhancements, making the color darker, more pure, more vibrant, however you want to refer to it, putting more pure hue down to draw attention to that area. All right, so I've put that yellow on top of the yellow to make the yellow deeper. Now I switch my brushes because my shapes are getting very small, and I switch to that small brush and I start filling in some of those smaller areas. Here, where I've already got this red, I again take the warm red and do a second layer on top of the already laid down warm red there. Makes it brighter. We'll draw the eye to it more, and we're going to refer to that as an enhancement. Here I make this little section a little darker, and then I blend it in so it has a deeper look here, but then lighter up at the top. Taking a green and filling in this section here, and taking a purple-ish color. Well, it's actually that same green color, but it's going to have a different look since it's on top of that red. And I'm filling this in order to bring this diagonal here together. I want to bring that diagonal together so that I have that strong diagonal at the side of my composition, keeping the eye focused on the center of the composition rather than falling off the edge of the page. Then here I take this purple and continue that line. All right, this blue down at the bottom of my other circle is going to bring the goal out to the side now. All right, now as far as this one goes, I continue with the glazing. I grab some more yellow, I put it on there to bring this triangle and this diagonal line together so that the diagonal line here is a little stronger. So you can see I'm kind of enhancing the diagonals. This one, previously I did this diagonal, and I'm really just trying to work on my composition now, trying to square it up, get the diagonals nice, get the circles nice, try to draw the eye into the center and keep the eye flowing around the composition with the different parts of my picture. Now here, this is where those enhancements come. I clean my water, and I'm going to lift a little section out of this red here. I get it wet with clean fresh water. I take my paper towel, pull the water and the color out of that section, and then smooth the blending of that section back down with a clean brush. Then I take some darker cool blue and put it over that section of blue I've already got. That's going to just like make the contrast there stronger and bring the eye to that central part of my composition. Because the eye will focus here and then it will go around in the circles and it won't get lost off the side of the paper due to the strong diagonals. So thank you for joining me finishing our painting for our Robert Delaunay Orphism painting. Today you're focusing on glazing, and you're also focusing on lifting out paint, creating enhancements, using the repetitions of color to bring balance and unity to your picture. I hope you enjoyed the video session and you are able to implement some of these skills in your own artwork.